studio so that we can do lives. And one of the cool things that worked out was, so I was like, I want to use this area. This is like a really cool area to use. Um, but I have a window behind me. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll grab some dark cardboard so from outside it's just black, and I will block it out. Well, I only had one piece. So as the sun comes up, the literal sun, the circle, gets really, really bright with sunshine. It's really, really amazing what the divine does for us, you know. I'm pretty old school. I like to do things traditional. Let's get on here. Say good morning to everybody. Welcome to 1111 True Crime Tarot. We're here today to talk about Caylee Anthony, who died at between 2 and 3 years old. I didn't look into the age very much. She is absolutely was one of the most precious looking children I've ever seen. She's very, very sweet. She had a 22-year-old mother named Casey Anthony. It was a notorious case because everything pointed towards the last person to see little Caylee and alive, and that was her mother, Casey. Casey's behavior during the time of the disappearance, while there was massive, massive searches for this child, is so bizarre. She did not report the child missing, I believe, for 31 days. She actually never reported her own child missing. Her own mother, the grandmother of Caylee, actually called up. You know, I'm going to just take a leap of faith that you have researched this case, or you might even remember it. It was just unbelievable. And I've always wondered, because of the fact that there was an appearance, okay, that Casey appeared to be attentive to Caylee, and then to go to this, all of a sudden, this new place, did an accident occur? Now, if you watch the trial or if you're familiar with the case, Casey, the mother, accuses her own father, the grandfather of Caylee, of sexually abusing SA from the time she was 8, and then drops this bombshell that the reason she didn't appear to be grieving for 31 days during the search for her missing daughter until her daughter was found deceased, discarded like trash in garbage bags with a Winnie Pooh blanket 20 feet from the side of the road, like roadkill. It's just horrific is the only word. There's one word that describes this case, and it is horrific in all ways. So Casey's cover story was that she went on this trip to Tampa and she was taking Caylee with her. There had been an argument in the home. Caylee lived with her parents. She doesn't go to Tampa. She takes off and hangs out with her boyfriend, and no baby, no Caylee. She makes up a wild story that this nanny, I can't even say the name, Sedata or something, Zanny, the nanny, has basically kept the child from her. They can't figure out who the heck that is. All this goes all crazy. And then in trial, the bombshell's blown out that all of a sudden, allegedly, this child was found by Grandpa in the pool, and he told Caylee, or Casey, the mother, that she was going to be held accountable for the death of the child through neglect. And so this ensued, this alleged pursuit to get rid of the body to hide the fact that the child had drowned. There is so much to say that this could have been an actual accident, except there's this part where there's duct tape that is found attached to the skull of the remains. The trunk of the car, not only does it have a stain, but the grandfather who the mother is living with, Caylee's grandfather, had been in law enforcement for 10 years. He knows the smell of a dead body. And at one point, he allegedly claimed with another person at this place where the car was abandoned that it smelled like a dead body. The grandmother of Caylee, Casey's mom, again, she's living with the parents, had made a call, hysterical, like 31 days into it, to report the child missing, and that they got the car back. The parents got the car back that the mother, Casey, had been driving, and the grandmother of Caylee, let's call her grandma from here on, reports to dispatch that it smelled like a body had been in the car. The dog alerts on the trunk of the car. The tests come back with extreme high notes of chloroform. I don't think any of us are going to doubt that this child was deceased or became deceased in the trunk of that car. Now, being that nanny never appeared or was found, it makes you kind of wonder, was Zanny some sort of Xanadex or whatever it's called, Xanax, which is, I guess, from my understanding, a drug that could knock you out. There was bizarre searches on the computer that the only person home when these searches were made was the mother, Casey. And you're like, how is it possible she could have got out of this? Well, was this an accident that went wrong? Or was this outright murder? To the point that this child was given some medication, chloroform put underneath, cotton balls of chloroform underneath the tape to her face, put in the trunk of the car, and then Casey went out for those 30 days and hung out with her boyfriend, getting drunk, partying, living up a lifestyle of a normal 22-year-old that doesn't have a child, right? That's the biggest part, is if there's any understanding of this crime, I feel we will gain a great deal of knowledge going forward in other crimes. So there's a lot to be learned. We have to take something away. This is why I don't wear this too often, y'all. I love this gift, but it's so hard for me to put on by myself. I may not get it on. Ooh, I did it. You guys, your energy helped. All right, let's get over to top side. Let me see if I can get chat working. Hello, Nicole. Hi, Muffin Top. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in to mod. I do appreciate it. Hi, Leslie. How are you? Hi, Kimberly. The jury was a huge letdown. I put myself in that perspective of the jury. I think that it was the people that were supposed to inform the jury thoroughly of what their job was a huge letdown. Because of the fact that they allowed the defense to lead the situation. So I feel like there was information left out of the jury in understanding what their position was supposed to be based on. So, for instance, when you listen to the closing arguments by both prosecution and the defense really banks on the fact that you have to have absolute proof with no questions in your mind that Caylee intently tried to kill or did kill the child, which is in a way true, right? But at the same time, the defense had introduced a question where we almost needed another trial to decide if the grandfather had indeed been there to witness a crime. And so it was actually a twisted perception by the defense that opened up a rabbit hole where more information would have been needed. So in my personal opinion, and I'm not a lawyer in any way, nor do I play one on TV or YouTube. Just a mom here. A mom's personal opinion here. Take it as a grain of salt. Could this have been a mistrial because it was redirected and there wasn't enough evidence to come to a conclusion? Like a hung jury. That would have given the opportunity, I feel, a little better. So today, let's find out. Hi, Double Rainbows. How are you? Nicole Crane says the jury couldn't convict without reasonable doubt. They could only work with what they were given. That's what I'm feeling. Could have I said, I'm going to sink Casey's boat? And I'm not even talking about anything to do with the accusation of SA. Forget that. The introduction of the grandfather finding Caylee drowned in the pool. That introduction of being able to introduce another suspect, another motive in the case derailed the situation. And at that time, this was an unheard of type of case. So they were cutting new ground. Now, interesting enough, if you go into the Steve Avery case and the Brendan Dassey case, the wrongful conviction case of both individuals in the homicide, the alleged homicide of Teresa Halbach, I do not believe she is dead. Her Social Security is still active. Her number is still active to this day. There are so many problems with her death certificate, it's unreal. Anyway, let's continue. You look at Ken Kratz, the prosecutor, and Caylee's case would have been 3 years after Teresa's murder. So that trial took place from 2006 to 2007. And then a few years later, this case took place. So Ken Kratz is the acting prosecutor against Stephen Avery. And he built up the monster in the media big time so that no jury could be selected that was unbiased. Everybody had something that they knew about the case because it was worldwide. Well, the same thing happens in this case with Caylee Anthony's demise, with her homicide. And I mean, Nancy Grace gets it, the whole world has it. And in that, we have to boil down to, was this a drowning in the pool that got covered up? Or was this straight up, direct, narcissistic, Black Widow, mom murdering the child for her own benefit, for her own life. Those, to me, that is the heart of the case. Okay? So with that, my beautifuls, I'll say hello to a few more. Hi, Becky Kimberly. Danny is the voice of reason. Well, I go by my guidance. Remember that. Hi, Lori Miller. Remember to click out and hit the like button. It helps get the... I can't talk. Get the video out there. It does help. And you guys, oh, we are so off on the center of the moon. I've got to fix it. Or the sun. We've got to fix it, y'all. I can't do it. This is going to be interesting. I might mess it up. It's always a work in progress. We're going to get right into cards. Gentle finesse. How's that? Okay. Woo! How do you guys like the new studio? It took me like, oh my golly. There's still a portion of the room that hasn't been unpacked. Whatever. I know you guys only see this part. But I'll tell you what, Starlights, I'll give you a little tour of what it looks like once I'm unpacked. This gets crazy. There's lights and all kinds of, it's a studio for real. There's the inventory of cards. It gets bigger than you think. But with that, I appreciate any comments, all comments, as long as they are respectful. Remember, Caylee's energy is not a child. She has joined the great divine above. Some call it heaven. She's with Jesus. She's with Jesus. And with that, her presence is always going to be near where any type of energy is focused on her. And with that, let's try to be very respectful to each other and embrace love. Okay? Let's get started. We're going to ring out this little brass bowl. Hi, Nana Southern Crafts. Where did you get that awesome background? I got this awesome background from my 1111 family for my birthday. Also, you know, sometimes I get chilly and sometimes I get warm during readings. My hoodie, I love you to the moon and back, is coming out, you guys. We have merchandise starting. Yes. So I'm not sure if it'll be next week. We'll see. I don't want to put it out there when, but I've already got 2 things out there. I do have a link. We have a cup, love you to the moon and back cup. And then we have a love you to the moon and back hoodie. It's different than what you're seeing here. It's quite beautiful. And I'm working on a few more things before I truly let go. All right, you guys. Hi, Joyful Dolphins. Mama D, I sent you that coloring page. I colored for you to Facebook. Hope you got it. Sweetheart, get your mom to help you. But you need to email it to rubberducky2005@yahoo.com. Just so y'all know, I do not use my Facebook Messenger. So if you're sending things there, I'm not getting them because that's how I get hacked. I'm not kidding. I do not use my Facebook Messenger. I use my mail so that it goes through a virus protection. And it also tells me who I'm talking to, you know, and it just works for me better. So any of you, feel free to email me. I get so many emails in a day. Please know that I try my best to get at them all, but I don't even know if I see them all. If you're new to emailing me and we haven't been carrying on a conversation and I don't respond, it may have went to a spam and maybe I didn't get it. So please don't take offense. Kimberly says, I like the room. Beautiful background star, says Muffin Top. Yes, that B-Day, that birthday unboxing was absolutely one of the funnest parties. It's still uploaded and you are welcome to watch it. You'll understand a lot more about some of the items that I surround myself with if you do. All right, lovely. It is time to get rolling. So, just a couple things. If you are into learning tarot, please check out 1111 Moon over on YouTube. Link will be provided down below and in the comments if I forget to attach it. And you can learn we started off the week, so it's going on now all week, and it's downloaded, uploaded, whatever. You can go tune in, watch it as many times as you want. There's 3 card, 5 card, 7 card, 12 card, and tomorrow, the 19 card spread. So it gives you a little bit of an idea of how to learn tarot. Let's see, we got the merchandise coming out. Oh, the energy shop now has My Moon Journey. And this is like a little diary, if you will, that prompts you. It gives you all the information you need about every new moon and every full moon. And you can print it right from your home. It's digitally available no matter where you are on the planet, international or USA. So is the beautiful 1111 board. You can download it, print it, have it instantly, and it's all right there. So I think that's all my new things. I want to thank all my new Starlights. By the way, a new thing. The Starlights, the members, and you can join us. We welcome anyone to join us. We love it. One of the new things that I'm announcing today, and this was inspired by one very sweet Starlight. They emailed me asking this, and I thought this was one of the most brilliant ideas, is that once a week, a Starlight is going to get chosen through the email what case that we need eyes on. This happens to be the first one, and this is a Starlight request, so thank you humbly to all the Starlights that suggest. Whoo, I'm out of breath already, and that's it. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Want to see how I store all my decks? Well, Tony, that's some of the stuff I do share with members. I did a video that shows through, I think you have, well, anyway, it shows the decks. But one day I'll just take a picture of it and throw it out there for you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, Facebook. I do not use Messenger. Do not. My email is in the comments that will be pinned below, which is always and has been since 2005, rubberducky2005@yahoo.com. Allie, good to hear from you. Allie French, who is one of our Tree Life members, huge supporter of the channel, makes this very possible for the rest of you. Allie French says, I've been intrigued by this case since the first time I heard about it. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1. Ring in the brass bowl. I call upon Ascended Masters, Archangels, Ancestors, all for the highest good of Caylee, Anthony, Mama D, and everybody here. All those that love Caylee. Archangel Michael, hold my hand as I walk through the tarot, that no weapon, form spiritual or physical, may manifest or prosper against me. Archangel Raphael, please continue to heal my body, mind, soul, and spirit. Please continue to heal all those that accept your beautiful blessing. Archangel Gabriel, guide me through the tarot that I might see clearly. Was this an accident, or was this planned on this little demise of this beautiful child of light? A chosen child to bring the light into our world of what needs to be happening to protect our children. In the name of Jesus, I claim all these things. Amen. All right, my beautifuls, we're going to pull the first card out. Just clearing my energy, clearing my mind, allowing what comes to me. The first question I want to see, because I want to see the story. So we're going to see if this story takes us to an accident or if this takes us to a planned event. All right. So the first energy I want to see is the one with Caylee, the one that was with Caylee right before, the last person with Caylee when she was alive. Let me see that person. Who was the last person with Caylee when she was alive? Joyful, I do not request friends on Facebook. I only use Facebook to communicate to everybody out there. I don't really use Facebook, so I use my email. Sadly, I don't see getting justice for Caylee because it can't be tried if was murder by double jeopardy a case, Stacey Marie says. And you know, you have a very good point, and I'm not saying justice for Caylee in that way. All right? Understanding something from the past that cannot be undone. Something bad happens. Something very, very horrible has occurred. Right? Is it for nothing? Because we should learn from the past mistakes. We should always try to delve and understand how not to repeat that cycle. How can we improve things? And in order to improve things, we have to understand what truly occurred. And so that's what we're doing here. Woo! Energy. 6 of Cups. The child energy. It's about memories. So I'm being shown that this energy connected through, I do not connect to any spirits. I connect to my angels. Archangel Gabriel is the communicator between the spirits and myself. And Archangel Michael is my protector. In Jesus' name, amen. This is the child's energy connecting we're about to get a story because it's the memory the child's going to show us. Like, it's almost as though the Akashic record is going to open, the book of knowledge, and it's just going to be fed to us. All right, so who was this, please? Show me the energy of this person. Stories coming out. So the memories are going to be shared. The Akashic record, basically, of knowledge is going to be shown through the tarot. So we have 3 energies, but I got it in reverse. So it's a hidden 3 energies hidden in a triangulation of an event. So there are 3 energies. That's the 3. There's manipulation. We have the magician. These 3 energies manipulated. 3 energies manipulated. There's skulls. Look at the death. There's like skeletons all over it. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's like a hidden pact. A hidden pact with 3 energies. There indeed is. There is. The memory is that there are 3 little witches, if you will. They're not witches, but they're manipulators. 3 energies. Let me understand what these 3 energies did, please. Hi, Lost Souls TC in chat. Thank you so much for joining us on your first time at chat. Whoa. Page of Pentacle is the challenge, is reliability. So there is neglect on the table because somebody wasn't reliable. What is it? And it's of this young energy. They're not reliable, or they're not taking care of this little page. Look at her. Who does that look like? God, look at the face, y'all. Do you see her? It looks like Casey or Caylee. Look. It literally looks like Caylee. I gotta stand up so I can show you guys. I might have to get a taller table and then just bring everybody up a little bit, because I want to show you the cards up close. That might be why some of the tarot readers stand. I feel like, and this is too low for me, so I may just add something to the top of this table that brings it up to here and just tilt the camera up. It's always a work in progress. All right, let's continue. Very neglected energy she's showing me by these 3 people. These 3 energies. There goes airmail. This is going to be the challenge. Bear with me, y'all. It went underneath the tapestry. Confusion. Look at the night and day. So it is about a decision. There was a decision made. 2 of Swords is a decisive moment. Something is decided because of this neglect and doesn't want to be responsible, reliable. There is a decision made. The nightlife or motherhood. The decision. Nightlife or motherhood. Talking about our beautiful little Caylee. Here, see, pages are always really young energy. So, you've got the decision about this little girl. When I hear decision and you hear decision, let's talk about decision. What does decision mean? It means making a premeditated, thought out decision. Do I do this or don't I do this? Do it or don't. Let's dig into a little bit about these 3 energies. And these 3 energies, you could be like, well, that's the mom, the pop, or the grandma, the grandpa, and Caylee or Casey. Not necessarily. This could be Casey, a friend, and a boyfriend. We don't know. We don't know yet. Double Rainbow says more like, will I get caught, in my humble opinion. Hello, Lori Miller. Lori Miller said Casey wrote in her diary that she trusted her own decisions. She did this on purpose. We have the cards do not lie. We have the 2 of Swords, a decision about a Page of Pentacle, an earthly little person. Page of Pentacles represent somebody you're responsible for. Can't make it up. We're going into the Shadow Oracle. These are not about wickedness. These are about the insecurities and and the feeling of not good enough and things that we can feel and bad things that can happen to us. And they're just little oracle cards. They're like beautiful creatures. Winged Seer, you see clearly, clairvoyant, and it's a 12. This is just confirmation for me that I am on the right path. I'm going to readjust the camera and I'm going to stand up. Let's see. Can I go any further back? Maybe like that. And I'm going to stand so I can show you guys the cards because that's what this is all about. Like I said, forgive me. It is a work in progress. All right. I think for today, that's as good as it gets. I can move my desk back if I need to. All right. Here we go. So we already know there's a decision on the board. How was this done, please? Show me what the decision was. Let's not assume. Let's see what the decision directly is related to. The whole half the deck started to come out. Did you see it? Yeah, we'll get something taller. You know, my kitchen counter, I don't want to move my whole studio. I'll just get something that lifts us up. I could feel it. Oh, for the love of God, if it wasn't alive, you would not believe me. See, this is where I want to go live with y'all so that you can see it. No, I didn't edit it. Look. You miss someone. Shallow grave. Do you see it? Shallow grave. Remember I said Caylee was just tossed? Wasn't even buried? Oh my God, y'all. Look at the girl. Wow. She is sharing with us. Oh my gosh. Whew. Death and the Maiden. Invasion. Boundaries violated. Dominance. Oh, mommy dearest, the cards do tell. This was premeditated. You did this to live your life without this child. The cards tell us. Fairy of the Divine Hand, intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. And it's the two, the decision to go for that life of partying. Do you see that? We just got done starting the entire read with the Six of Cups, memories, right? Now we have Dried Flower Fairy, and it says sweet memories down here on the bottom. See it? So now, what I'm getting is the mother, Casey's energy. And it says strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. She suffocated her. She suffocated this child. That's how this child died. She suffocated her. Sea storm, calm amid chaos. It's a 32. It's a mermaid, which is tricky. Because mermaids, I believe, are not the great thing that they're cracked up to believe. I believe they were spirits that would seduce a man and drown him. Sea storm, calm amid chaos. Look. Yeah, that's the mother's energy. Strangely lonely and sea storm. It looks like her. And look at the eyes. This looks like Caylee to me. Are you seeing it good? Both pictures look like the mother. I want to know if, with these three energies, if the grandfather, I'm going to sit down for a little bit. I wanted you to see those cards really clear. Let's grab a drink real quick. Wow. Oh, not this deck yet. Okay. Show me this energy of these three pentacles, these mastership. Who are these three energies tied together forevermore over the death of Caylee? Anthony, please. Oh. Over the death of Caylee, Anthony. These three energies. Look at this. So you could see this as possibly the lawyer as one, and Caylee as another, and then figure out the other, okay? Because we have the sex ring. And allegedly, that's how Caylee paid for her defense. So we have that, you know, sex traffic, that bartering system within. And remember on that closing argument, how the lawyer kept saying slut over and over. Her own lawyer, defense attorney, kept saying, you might just want to see her as a slut. How many times did he say slut? Right? Well, the ring. It's the favors. I'm being told, put it over here with this mastership. Show me who specifically this person is. The anchor. Somebody that this person will be forever anchored to. Show me. Thank you. I got the Eight of Swords, a mental imprisonment, but it says garden. So it's really interesting because if it's a mental imprisonment, but this person's in a garden, it's almost like a bipolar, like I get a really weird feeling. Like this to me is Caylee. She's the Eight of Swords in her head, a mental case, obviously, because the cards are telling me she chose and planned to kill her own daughter. And then you see how it looks like everything's coming up flowers for her. I hate that. All right, so I was asking a silent question. I should have asked it out loud. I wanted to know the karma. And I've never asked that about anybody. I just want to be aware of it. And I know I shouldn't, but I just want to know, you know, what is the justice? What is the justice in this case? I got the clock tower. Time's ticking. I got the letter. I got the lady. And I got the loyal dog lawyer. I got the hidden reveal. The hidden reveal. And I got 10 swords in the back for Casey. Does the lawyer write a tell-all book? Let's walk that again. The clock tower. Time is ticking. There's a story coming out. It's going to be in written format or digital. It's communication. It's a letter. It's a story about the lady or slut, whatever, and the loyal dog. So I'm leaning towards lawyer, but it's somebody. It could be the mother. It could be the father, Casey's father, the grandfather. Some loyal dog that she sees as loyal, and I know the father and her don't talk anymore. I don't even know if he's alive. There will be a reveal. Big, big, big reveal. Because this is the 8 of Cups. It's the moon. Cancer energy, water. It's an emotional release. And I've got, this person's going to talk about the journey with the 10 of Swords. You can see it says 10 of Spade, which is the sword. And it's a ship sailing. So there's going to be a tell-all. And it's going to be very much what I'm sharing. And it's going to be somebody loyal to the mother, or at least she thinks. Interesting. Yeah, I definitely want a taller table so I can just stay standing. I like that. I like that. Yes, sensitive content. Correct, Muffin. Thank you. At one time in the case, there was somehow there was some testing done or something to see if the father of Caylee was Casey's own brother. I don't know. It gets crazy. All right, what am I feeling here? Let's go ahead and move some things around where I feel like they need to go. I want to understand you know, we could look at this and say, well, her motive was to be free and go hang out with all her friends. But she had the parents that were trying to provide for her and the baby. Why did she not hand the child over to the grandparents? I want to know that. Why did Casey not hand Caylee over to the grandparents? Just sign off. Just sign off. Here's the story. We have got the 2 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Star. Ego. Can't make it up. Here I come, right up to the screen. Flexibility. 2 of Pentacles. This is a person juggling. They have too much on their plate, and they have to make a choice. Obviously, this is KC. She's the mother. She wants to have that go, go, go life. And she is a mother herself. And she has to make a decision. Either let go of my go, go life and be a mother, or I no longer want to be a mother. So she felt like she was being watched, inspected, and judged. She did not like what other people thought about her. She was very concerned about image, very egotistical. And it's all about the perception of others that she cares about. She cares less about how she sees herself because she doesn't do an inner inspection. She cares about what society sees. What is the perception? And remember how I talked about the Stephen Avery case and the King Kratz case and how they painted a monster? But then next came the Casey Anthony case, and they knew that that was going to happen. And so they prepared it and they flipped it and they painted the monster as the prosecution, the grandfather. So they flipped the perspective. And that's how lessons get learned. And they flipped it so far that when you look at the Steve Avery case, there was a law created in Wisconsin. And that is called the Denny Law. And you have to meet 3, and you have to submit it ahead of time. You have to submit to the courts before trial. 3 specific eligibility requirements must be met to even interject that suspect into the case. That's how we keep cases from getting derailed. However, everything can be used for good and bad. And in the case of Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, it was used against them. And it was used horribly. So, Muffin Top, 6 months. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my love. Okay, so I have the King of Cups, Fascination, and the Star. It's all about ego. Fascination. They did not like, Casey, did not like the fascination that others had with the child's energy. She was so jealous, jelly gel. She wanted to be the center, the star of it all. She wanted to be the one and only. The one and only. The star, Aquarius energy, on stage, recognized for who she is. And damn, it's almost as if she planned the entire event. Like, I listened to an interrogation when the child was still missing. And she's like, I feel like, Caylee's near. Well, she did not say Caylee because I don't think she speaks the child's name. But there was a comment made about, she made a comment to the likes of, now don't quote me, this is how we expected it. And it does cause the investigator, the interrogator, to kind of feel it out for a second and says, what are you talking about? And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And she kind of derails that into talking about the lawyer thing. But you could almost tell there was a premeditative thing for court even. How far had she really thought this out? It's not even like she was really expecting not to get caught. 20 feet from the road. And during the interrogation, where the inspector, the integrity, whatever the dude is that's interviewing her, interrogator, he's honing in on her, trying to make her feel uncomfortable, that it's no longer just thought process, that they have plenty to go on now, that it's not in question anymore. The question isn't on the table. And she's calm, cool, and collected. And she's like, yep, Hey, Double Rainbows. 4 months as a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lori says it was a little more than 20 feet, like 20 yards in the bushes. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's continue. We're going to shrink this up. We have the star energy. It was about ego, just like she said. You know, I say she said, her energy is coming through. Very clear. Okay, we got a card on the table. Self cup of love. 1 of cups, self cup of love. You know, look at that. She's got that apple. Toxic is what I'm feeling. Very toxic type of love here. Very self-indulgent, selfish, not healing so you can go care for others, but only focused on this individual's only focused on themselves. And we have ambition, Queen of Pentacles, like she was going after this. Queen of Pentacles, longevity. She saw this child as a rival. Look at that. That looks like Casey. Does that not? Look at that little face. That looks like Casey. She saw this child as a rival. This is winning at all costs, a fight to the death. Oh, and it's even over mommy's love. It's over mommy's love. She's jealous of grandma loving the baby. Grandma loves the baby. She wants all the love to herself. Y'all, you got to look at this closer. That seriously looks to me exactly like Casey Anthony. And it says rival. She saw this child as a rival. She was jealous of this child. Allegedly, she didn't want this child anyway and was planning to give her up. And after 7 months, the mother and the father found out about it. The brother wasn't told, I guess, right away or whatever. There was a whole big secret about things. Let me understand this a little bit better about the brother involvement. Page of Water. Deep emotion. Remember what I told you about the mermaid, how it would lure sailors out to their death through temptation? We have a young page. Think of a brother, a few years older than her, I believe. Don't quote me. We have a mermaid with a cup of love. Very strange relationship with the brother. Very strange. Is the brother the father of Casey or Caylee? Is the brother the father? Because they said no in the DNA report. Queen of Water, no. Okay. So the Seer. There is something very bizarre between that brother and that sister. The energy, I don't want to touch it. It is whack. I've got the mother, the Seer. The mother knows something more. Grandma knows way more about this now. I'm trying to get it to where y'all can see it. These cards are really light. We got the Queen of Water, and then I just laid it on top of the Winged Seer. So there is something sexual in nature between that brother and sister, I do feel. That is so weird. All right, let's understand this whole going on. So we wake up in the morning. And I feel like there's lunch. There's food. I don't know, brunch, lunch, breakfast, whatever. Then what happens? We have everybody alive. The decision to liar, cheat, or thief. Oh, and then another card came up and another one. All right. And another one down and another one down. Okay. 2 of Swords. There's that decision. It's on the board in illumination on the 1111 board, which www.1111moon.com. Get your board today, right away. International, US, digital. Okay. Illumination. And we have that decision again. Remember, we have that decision in the very beginning. And we have the liar, cheater, thief. It was planned right away. That was the day. Like there was planning before it, but it was picked. The day was chosen that would be the day this took place. Again, 5 of Swords, double tapped. We have the 5 of Swords in this deck, which is the wait a minute. That's a 5 of Wands rivalry. In your head about rivalry. I said 5 of Swords. Okay, well, I felt it because here is 5 of Swords. Fighting to the death. That's what that means. So the other card was 5 of Wands. I mistook it for the 5 of Swords. But this came right back up too. So we have both. This is fighting to the death. Master Manipulator, tapped again, another deck. Making this action happen. And there are the 3 energies. There are 3 energies planned in this. This is not an alone deal. You can see the 2 people are beggars and one is handing out to the others. There are 3 energies involved. We've got it twice now. All right, clarity. Let me understand clearly who these energies are. Give me the first energy. First energy. All right, so I've got left out in the cold and 10 of Swords. Okay. This is, it came up, this person betrayed this child 10 ways to Sunday and left the child out in the cold, abandoned. So we have the murder, the homicide. Show me the second energy. So the first one is Casey. The second energy is the one that to this day has not spoken, is a King of Wands. This could be seen as a lawyer, but this person knows it all of it. King of Wands knows it all, the High Priestess, and does not speak it. Now remember, we have that journal, well, letter, I guess, and then it ends with the 10 of Swords, betrayal. This could be that person that has the complete knowledge of the entire story. 10 of Swords with the King of Wands. King of Wands is a fire sign. Show me the third energy. Interesting. I have the one that makes the blueprint, the one that designed the plan. 3 of Pentacles, the blueprint, the architect, the one that formulated this plan. So, who is this King of Wands that orchestrated this plan? So, what I'm being given is that a King of Wands energy put a bug up Casey Anthony's ass to leave the little one out in the cold with 10 swords in the back. So she didn't think up this plan alone. This King of Wands still has never spoken. Put the bug in Casey's ear that there should be a child left out in the cold with 10 swords in their back. How do I know? Because he made a very stinky offer. Page of Cups. This is a page, somebody little, somebody that's got stinky in a cup. I don't think that's a lawyer. I think that that is the King of Wands, somebody that she is having a relationship with, a sexual, intimate. King of Wands is somebody that is very phallic, very sensual, sexual, good looking, charming. Yeah, he told her she's holding you back. That's the problem. The baby is holding you back. 4 of Pentacles, holding back. Did this person do anything? Did this King of Wands harm Caylee? Did this King of Wands harm Caylee? Page of Pentacle. I don't get that as a harm. I get that of having evidence. Like this person's holding a material item. You can see it's a little coin in the picture, but it's a material 3D item. All right, so this person, this King of Wands, wait. No. Different energy than the King of Wands. The person holding back is this page, someone young. Could be Kaylee's brother knows, or KC's brother knows. We have somebody young that knows, that has evidence. Who is this third person? This third energy is a judgment. It's also a yes. I'm talking about the brother. It could be the brother. Is this a brother? Oh. Ooh. Okay. So, I got the Queen of Swords, liar. This is the Queen of Swords in the upright. I got the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a liar, cheater, thiefer. It's like the Seven of Swords, only worse. This is somebody conniving. This is somebody that is nefarious, that they will do anything to get their way. They will manipulate the law. They're like a badger in the wilderness. They will kick ass and take names in a very manipulative way. They will manipulate the truth to get their way. You're not seeing an orb. I have a little moth flying around in here. So I had my windows open for fresh air. So I've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. With hidden betrayal. 3 ways. And then the 9 of Wands, defending yourself. Somebody is going to spill some beans here in a letter or a book or a movie or a journal. Somebody that knows something, that knows it all. They don't just know something. Is there going to be some sort of a get a different deck? Thank you. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to go over to the inventory. Y'all want to see the inventory? It might misalign us, but we'll do it very carefully. That is the inventory of cards. So, let's see what we need. All right. Let's see if we can get this back lined up. Why didn't y'all tell me how crooked we were? Y'all know I can't do crooked. All right. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. Okay. Kimberly Brummett says her boyfriend told her that he did not want a ready-made family. Her mother, Cindy, was so controlling. All right, let's get into this a little bit deeper. I want to know who this person is that knows, that's passing judgment. Who is this and what is this journal, this letter? Who is this and the letter? The son. Okay, it could be that brother, the son. It could be a tell-all. There is clarity coming out. It is definitely clarity. It will be about this whole situation. This person knows what happened. Casey has told someone the full detail, the full story. The Emperor. We have power. They've grown up. Aries energy. They take charge. And they're going to grab their own energy, their own power back. The Emperor is all four kings. It's somebody that's been through hell and back. They've been through the legal part, where it's the King of Swords. They've been through the phallic part, the King of Wands. They've been through the King of Cups, that deep emotion. And they've been through that King of Pentacles. They're steady. They're firm. They're solid. And they are now an Emperor. And you could see that as an establishment as well, an established something. Four of Wands. There used to be a commitment between these two people. There was a commitment. It could be, did this boyfriend know? Is this the boyfriend? There is somebody that's going to tell about another person involved. I have Three of Pentacles now 3 times. Different decks. Working together. Cooperations. The blueprints. The architect. You've heard me talk about this 3 times in this read. There is 3 energies. And it's about evidence. Page of Pentacles. Something new. Now you could see an affidavit as evidence. Could be words. It could be... It's destined. It's destined. I go page 3, 4. It's about this evidence about the child. Let's understand this. It's definitely a rivalry. She absolutely committed this as murder, chosen to do this. Did she? Oh, I just got to ask. Okay, trigger warning. This is something I personally need to understand. Was this a quick death for Caylee, for Casey? Or Caylee? I got 3 of Cups in reverse, which is numbing. She was drugged in a hidden way. She was sedated, and it's drugs. Knight of Swords, there was some swift action, very swift, and it was over. And she went to join the angels. Show us what's going to get renewed in this case. Why was I pulled to this case? The Magician came in reverse. Somebody is manipulating, is going to be exposed. It's going to be wish fulfillment because I have the 9 of Cups. Purity. Yeah, it's going to come out the truth. I'll tell you why. It's about the death. The story about the death, a tell-all. There will be a witness that the story comes from. A new person reveals their story. Why did this person wait? I mean, why not come out at trial, you know? Says you are one, authenticity. The Incredibles. The movie The Incredibles. I don't know why that just came in my mind. 5, because she looks like one of them. Look, that little cartoon, The Incredibles. She kind of looks like she belongs to him. You are one, authenticity. Okay? The reason this came in, I asked, why was I asked to do this reading? Why did the divine guide me to do this reading? Through the starlight, right? Because I am authentic. I am one. I get that. And because there's something left unclosed that feels a lot of pain here. Left out in the cold, abandoned, needs to be resolved. The truth is coming out. All right, let's get blessings on this. And then I'll come over to topside and we can chat. No, she didn't, Joyful Dolphin. She didn't feel nothing. I agree, Pez. It does anger me too. I agree with you. We do have a lot of good people wanting to be parents. Yeah, it's rumored that Caylee's father died in an automobile accident. It's rumored. All right, let's get blessings on this. What we now know is in the near future, now keep in mind, like in the Gabby Petito case, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be a month, it could be 2 months. Even some of the stuff in the Summer Wells case that I did readings on is now coming to fruition at 6 months later, but it is. So, new love. Okay. New love, please show. Something new is coming. Signs. I got this the other day for Vaughn McCrae. Please say a prayer for the wellness. And Vaughn, please open your eyes. In the name of Jesus, we claim this. Amen. So we got signs. There is going to be new information. And you'll see the signs. Like you'll start seeing it about Casey, Anthony, and somebody knowing the story. It's a friendship of hers. It could be the boyfriend. It's a friendship. It's somebody that she thought was her friend. Answered prayers. We have answered prayers coming to those that love Caylee. I guess the best justice would be the actual truth coming out like it did here, but from somebody that could factually prove it. Balance will be restored. Final card of the read. Balance will be restored. If this is where you leave me, I'm going to jump over to chat here and have a little live chat session with all my beautiful 1111 families and all of you for joining me. But if this is where you leave me, I thank you humbly from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for the channel, for the missing kids, for the unjust situations, bringing the awareness, trying to learn from all of this so that we don't repeat patterns, so that we break these cycles. You know, I feel like we all need to come up with something individual, and I've been thinking about it and I haven't decided yet, that we can do for our own community that brings in warmth to our children in some way that aren't ours physically. So in your community, you have hungry children, you have children that might be cold, might need new shoes, whatever. Pick your project and then boast about it, brag about it. And I'm going to share a story on our community post one time a week with your story. We talk about how your story comes out here I would like to share your story. So get your vlogging ready. Show your story. Do not show the children's faces. I will not pick your video if you do. Whether you crochet or you do something where you're at a fundraiser, shout out what you're doing for the children in your community. That would be beautiful to me. Then I know we're all trying to make a difference in our own community, which if we all do that and we multiply, boom, 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 big time fun. Like I'm thinking, one of my favorite things is Christmas. And I like to give a gift to kids. And I very rarely don't, I very often don't have huge great amounts of cash. So for a couple times I played Santa Claus. Well, I didn't play Santa. Okay. I got Santa. Okay. And he handed out buckets of cookies that I made because that's all I could afford to do. Right. Oh gosh. Kimberly says Caylee's doll was left behind. That's what Cindy noticed. Yes, and please, Muffin Top says, tap that thumbs up on your way out and have a fantastic day. All right, you guys, so let me know what case is being like nudging you that you want to hear about. I'm divinely guided, and I see something, I will literally go do some prayer, meditating on it. I'll go watch a newscast about it, or I'll read the wiki or whatever it's called about it, and I'll see if I connect. And with Caylee, it was like, bam, this was on like Donkey Kong. I could feel her energy was strong, that there was some movement coming in the case, that there is a reason that I was to share it. So, all right, I love you guys to the moon and back. I'm jumping over onto chat. One drink first. Let's see how everybody is doing. Well, and thank you, Stacey Marie. I greatly appreciate you showing up for us. I love seeing our family. Oh, Joyful, she said she misses her doll. Aw. Summerwell's brother, me every day. Summerwell's bothers me every day. I think that's what you meant, Laura. Yes. Summerwell's. Well, and jumping over just in chat here, we can cover any case you want. Summerwell's father, Don Wells, is allegedly coming out in I think it's like the 30th or the 20th or something of October. And at this point, allegedly, no rehab scheduled. Allegedly. What do y'all feel about that one? Linda Ross said, amazing read as always. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. I just read the cards as to what they are. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. I didn't understand. Like with Caylee, I knew the mother was involved, that she had done it, but I didn't know why was I being drawn to it. And it kept coming back to me that Caylee wanted this known, that this was not an accident, that this was a decision. And that's what came out in the cards, you know, because that was the main question I had before the read. Was this a decision premeditated solely for the nefarious behavior of living a life without the responsibility of a child? And that's what the cards reveal. And it very much, to me, this read cleared the grandfather, because if he had done something, I would have gotten the Knight of Wands all over the place, the toxicity of the devil, because of the family stuff. I didn't get that. What I did get, because there's always truth in every narcissist story, they just change up who did the what. So if a narcissist loses control of you, one of the things a narcissist will do is try to control how others see you then, right? And I think that the grandfather of Caylee was starting to see the truth about his own daughter. And that's where she had to make everybody think he was this notorious person. Muffin Top says, he has always been on my mind. He has always been on my mind. And that would be Kimberly. Thank you. I'm scrolling, y'all, so I can catch the comment. Somehow I lost the comment. The doll was sitting on Caylee's car seat. Aw, Carla Burgeon says, you are so amazing, Danny. Oh, sweetheart, thank you. I feel that the divine is amazing. It's incredible. The gift is amazing. You guys are amazing. The channel is amazing. We're growing so much. I'm working really hard on designing our merchandise because I want it to be with the right intent. So I won't be hurrying through it. Like I said, I got 2 items done that once I hit that mark where I'm like, I want that, that's when I know I can move on to something else. Somebody said t-shirts today. So I think that was Tony. Yes, please visit 1111moon.com for your digital 1111 tarot board and other fabulous gifts. There are some, oh, my bracelet rang the bell. All right, you guys, is there any comments about cases you want to talk about? If not, then I am going to jump off and do some lunch. I enjoyed this day very much with you all. I do feel I learned a lot from this reading, a great deal. Like I don't have any questions now anymore about what really took place. But I do feel inspired that somebody that knows the story, that's not talking, that high priestess, is going to shine some like factual eyewitness stories in a tell-all somewhere. Thank you to Mez. I said Mez, meaning Pez and Muffin Top are Mez. Thank you to my mods, Pez and Muffin Top. You guys did a beautiful job. I mean, I will admit we do have probably pretty easy mod jobs here because the 1111 family and those that join us are real peaceful, very uplifting, very kind. And so it means the world to me. Okay, you guys, email me at rubberducky2005@yahoo.com for your suggestions, or simply comment it down below once a video stops, because I don't always know if YouTube's going to save the chat. So make sure and come back and comment it in the comments below. If you're a Starlight, you will have first preference. So it will always be Starlights that get to suggest it. If they don't have something, then I will open it up to the general subscribers. And with that, I love you guys. Great session. Go out there, make your day count. And always remember, your life, like mine, is a work in progress. Right? So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and with a great deal of love and blessings, I send you on your way. Enjoy this blessed day. Bye, my lovelies. I love you. Can we do it? Can we do it? There we go. To the moon and back. God bless you all. Take care. See you soon.